Hello and welcome back to Fallout 4 Survival. I'm currently at Somerville Place. We went to the Sentinel site in the Glowing Sea with Paladin Danse to get the Mark 28 nukes for Liberty Prime. Anyways, so I'm at, as I said, I'm at Somerville Place. I slept. Danse decided to, well, not decided, but was told to stay behind to keep an eye on the stockpile by Elder Maxson. So we are to report back to Proctor Ingram about our success. So I'm going to head to the Pridwin now. Yeah. So just in case anybody is, well, I know that nobody's watching right now, but in case it's not super apparent, I'm going to be heading into spoiler territory here in regards to Paladin Danse's story specifically. So if you don't want to know anything about this, then I suggest that you don't watch. But yeah. Anyways, oh. I mean, it's not that big of a spoiler. Well, it is kind of a big spoiler, but, you know. Yeah, I figured I'd warn, just in case. No. Looks like there's more of my alerts again here. It keeps you respawning for some reason. Oh, no. Don't you sneak up on me, you. Wow. Can you fly even further away? Sentinels sent, blah blah. Oh, there's another one here. Aim for the head. Alright. And there's another Myler King. Okay. Try and get out of here if I can. Come on. Don't know where the other Myler went. Myler King, I mean. Doesn't matter. Oh. Yeah, they tend to sink to the not sink to the bottom, but yeah, they do fall into the water, and then it's kind of hard to find out where they went. God. Well, I am getting a lot of viable blood samples. Oh, reloading. Hurry. Okay. Something that I'm wondering is if I go get X6-88 as a companion, and I go near Boston Airport, will he be hostile towards the Brotherhood of Steel, or will they allow him to, you know, get close and all that? That's something that I'm going to test out very shortly, actually. So first I need to get to the Pridwin, and let that battle sort itself out. Be right back. I'm back. Pretty rare that there's nothing in those tanks. Usually there's always like an ammo box or a crate or something. Feels strange not having a companion anymore, but yeah, I'm gonna go pick up X6-88 at the earliest convenience. Wow, what's going on there? A fight between some operators and some ghouls? Those guys broke my arm. Oh man, okay. I thought the game was frozen for a bit. I get the feeling that Liberty Prime is going to be almost ready. Wow, look at that. Pretty amazing.
If you find any technical documents, you should bring them to Proctor Quinlan for analysis.
Proctor.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
I have full confidence in the abilities of everyone here.
I appreciate that.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
Trained technician to press just a goddamn button? Really? Here it goes. Duh, I don't know.
Liberty Prime, back online.
Alright, let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and a battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning: nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning: power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Got green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
What was that he said about his power core?
Prime's in top shape, but his nuclear engine needs to be restarted. Right now, we have him running off of the Pridwin's engines. Once I get that sorted out, we'll send him off to kick in the Institute's front door. Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
This wasn't necessary, Ingram.
Come on. You earned the damn thing. Besides,
I'm not too
Liberty
much of a
Prime
power
isn't
armor
about
guy.
to run out and get you a gift. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Pridwin. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you as soon as you were done here. And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
Blind betrayal. Been informed that Elder Maxson has an urgent mission for me, and I should report to him on the Pridwin immediately. Okay.
Charging into a situation, guns blazing.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
I'm not sure I like how you're asking me that.
And I don't appreciate being betrayed by my own soldiers. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
It's like, why is he pissed off at me? How am I supposed to know? So weird the way he reacts.
The data must be faulty.
The findings have been validated by multiple sources. Quinlan wouldn't have brought this to me if he wasn't 100% certain of the results. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Danse's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Danse are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
He never told me.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a synth.
Apparently, I've misjudged you.
Yeah,
which
damn
means
right.
I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate. A monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future. Which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
I won't do it. Danse deserves a chance to explain himself.
You will do it. This is not up for judgment or debate. I'm giving you a direct order, Knight, and I expect you to follow it without question. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
This whole conversation can't... it brings me back to that dialogue that I had with Deacon in regards to, like, you know, people asking me to do things and, you know, if it's right or wrong. Clearly what Maxson is asking me to do is wrong on many fronts.
Attention all personnel. I'm disappointed I need to address this, but unsanctioned social contact with Commonwealth natives is strictly prohibited.
Oh, Knight.
Anyone who is engaged in such fraternization should report to Knight Captain Cade for immediate decontamination. That is all.
What do you know about this situation?
While I was decrypting all of the data you acquired from within the Institute, I came across a list. It appears that the Institute keeps exemplary records where their synths are concerned, including logging those that were reported missing. As I was perusing this list, I came across an image of Danse under the heading M797. A quick DNA comparison with our own records told the rest of the tale. I'm certain this comes as quite a shock to you, Knight. I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about it.
I understand. On to your orders, then. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Danse had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Danse being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Danse up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxson's made it clear that we're to locate Paladin Danse, and if we find him, report his location to you. That can only mean you've been sent to hunt him down.
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? That's all you have to say? I can't believe that after everything
I wish
Paladin
that
Danse did for you,
it
you're
sucks
just
that the
gonna
game doesn't offer
turn your
better
back on him
dialogue
like
choices
this.
for this.
There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
At this point, I'll take all the help I can get.
Very good, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, sir.
She's not heading to the flight deck, is she?
Excuse me, Scribe Halen.
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Danse?
Absolutely not.
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do, I need you to listen to what I have to say. I've known Paladin Danse ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Danse.
Why are you telling me all of this?
Because someone has to before you rush off and carry out Maxson's orders without thinking about what you're doing. Danse is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you, not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
It's a shame that the game doesn't really offer you really better dialogue choices, you know. But anyways, yes, I will hear him out, of course.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing.
I wish there was a way of,
Before
you know,
the Pridwin showed
telling
up,
her that I'm not going
Danse
to
had me identify a
kill
fallback
him.
point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war U.S. military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
Alright, so before we go to Listening Post Bravo, I'm going to be switching gears a little bit, and I will be continuing the Institute questline, which is the Battle of Bunker Hill. So, even though I've informed the Brotherhood, it doesn't seem like it's removed that option. So I'm just going to go meet the courser waiting outside of Bunker Hill. I will go and sleep before I leave, just to save my game. I'll sleep for just an hour. I may become tired, but it's not that big of a deal, really.
Attention! Ferrum Squad, report to debriefing. Ferrum Squad to the debriefing.
See, there's a map marker here about... Let's see, can I tell him about
Why
Bunker
are you
Hill?
still aboard the Pridwin? I want Danse executed. Immediately!
I have something urgent to report, Elder. The Institute is attempting to recover escaped synths at Bunker Hill.
How did you obtain this information? Our reconnaissance hasn't reported anything of the sort.
I thought I was your Institute reconnaissance.
You're the only one that's been able to breach the Institute. But you're hardly the only source for information we have. We've been running round-the-clock vertibird patrols, and we even have squads on the ground trying to pick up anything we can. Not to mention all the scribes we have monitoring radio traffic and trying to crack their RF encryption. I assure you, we have reconnaissance well in hand.
I received the information from the Institute itself.
And you've done the right thing by reporting this to me directly. Well done, soldier. Your report provides us with a golden opportunity to state our intentions to the Institute. I'm placing you in command of this mission. Exterminate the synths at Bunker Hill, and whomever the Institute sends to retrieve them. I'll instruct Kells to assign you the appropriate backup. Dismissed, soldier.
Okay. I will not be exterminating the synths, by the way. This game is kind of good for giving you choices. Sometimes they're really difficult choices, though. But yeah, at least it offers alternate solutions to conflicts and all that. So that's a portion of the game that I really like. So even though I've informed the Brotherhood about this thing, I'll still be able to use the recall codes. Yeah, I'll reach Bunker Hill and talk to the Courser.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the Pridwin's hull.
I could even go and inform the railroad, but to be honest, yeah. The three choices I have really at this point is to either side with the railroad, side with the Brotherhood, or side with the Institute. Ultimately, I will be siding with the Brotherhood. I mean. I just want to do a little bit of stuff in regards to the Institute before we become hostile with them, which involves getting X6-88 as a companion. There's a few side quests I can do with him for the Institute, and also I saw that there's a yeah, he can even his affinity can be significantly raised during the blind betrayal quest. So
I've been waiting for you.
Sorry to have held you up.
Try and keep up from here out. Our targets are inside, 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear?
Very clear.
Yeah, we've got this.
Remember, the synths are the primary objective. Harm must be avoided at all costs. Here are the recall codes. Follow me. The mission's parameters just changed. We go in shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
Where are you going? Let's go. So Railroad are fighting the Brotherhood, the Institute. None of them are hostile towards me, which is fun. There's a bird. Just went her way into the Bunker Hill settlement here. That's a lot of noise. God damn. Okay, here it is.
Over here!
Where do I, excuse me. I have no clue where to go. This way, maybe? Yeah. Nope. That one's hostile.
Bunker Hill is ours!
You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
B257, initiate reset. Authorization code Theta 93 Stratus. No sudden moves.
Please, no.
Y915, initiate reset. Authorization code Beta 77 Tempest. All right, Synth.
Please!
C322, initiate reset. Authorization code Gamma 49. I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
F633, initiate reset. Authorization code Delta 62 Arcus.
Alright. Are we good? I guess so.
I regret any time you may incur.
So I'm going to search for ammo here because they carry some good stuff, hopefully.
No.
That one's still alive. Sorry, sir. Is that a Gatling laser?
Bunker Hill is ours!
Heavy DOS combat armor. Wow. He has a lot of huh. Yeah. Anyways. Raiders. Wow. There's been a bit of a carnage here. Anyways, let's just leave. Fine. Can I open this? Whoa! Yeah, I can. Okay, let's get out. Apparently we have to go meet with Father at the CIT ruins. Can I just teleport there? No. I mean, I can teleport to the Institute, but yeah, I think I remember this part. I have to go into the CIT ruins and go to the roof or something like that. He's like waiting for us on the roof, something like that. I remember this, well, yeah, you'll see later when I proceed with the Brotherhood. So here we are. Just going to follow the map marker. I think you can go in this way. I remember that inside there's super mutants. I just need to make my way up top. I think Sean is waiting for me on top of the roof.
Is someone present?
Who's there? Initiated.
Who's there? Someone there?
So I have to find my way up. I'd forgotten that there were synths here.
You'll pay for that! We are the future!
efficiency shutting down.
Ah, hearing stuff.
It would appear my target has disappeared. I am equipped with the most advanced Institute sensors available. I will bind you.
Huh? What's that?
That synth behind me is not creepy at all.
Somewhere.
Oh, hi.
You can't hide forever!
Movement detected.
Yeah, this place is always confusing to me. I can never figure out where exactly I need to go up. I think it's somewhere in here. Do I have to like fall through the floor or something? I think I do. There's a chest here. And a safe.
Yes.
Let's see, I'll fall through the floor here. Okay. Now that just leads me back to the stairwell, which I've been to before. So, where do I go?
Operating at full capacity. Scanning. Subject identified.
Higher up? Now, I've been up here. Is there like a roof access? That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, it's right behind this thing here. How do I get up there? Not this way. Not this way either. What the hell? Okay, so that just leads... Yeah, I always get confused by this place. It's a little bit nuts. This just leads where? Restrooms. Oh, maybe it's up here. Yeah, that's it. Yep, there it is. Okay.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
It's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps. but at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Kellogg called me the backup.
Did he? Well, he was correct. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out.
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Sean, you need to know. I still love you.
I can see that you do. It's remarkable. There are greater things to come after your success at Bunker Hill. The synths have been safely returned and will be repurposed. Thank you for your work. I hope you weren't at too much risk.
What do you mean, the synths will be repurposed?
Modifications will be made to correct the defects in their programming, and they'll be assigned to new duties within the Institute. Not the first or last time it will happen. The railroad remains an annoyance, of course, but they'll be dealt with as necessary. And you, well, you've passed the test, as they say. You have done well. Please, take this as a token of my appreciation. Our appreciation, really. It's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Alright, so let me warp back into the Institute as well with Sean. Probably gonna go get some rest before I go to that meeting. If I can find my my quarters, of course. I believe they are...
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
somewhere up here. Are these the ones? No. Maybe higher up.
All maintenance requests should be directed to the facilities
Yeah,
division.
these are Sean's quarters, but I'm just looking for a bed I can sleep in, really. No bed here. It's higher up, maybe even.
Remember to conserve power at every opportunity.
I guess I can always go sleep after the meeting, though, because the meeting is right there. I'm curious, is this purified water? Yes, indeed it is. Wow, cool. Is it down here, maybe? Yeah, I really don't know. No. Yeah, I really don't remember.
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not.
This
But
one?
I was only...
I think it's this one.
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a
No.
terminal in SRB?
I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal and it switched on by mistake.
I don't
was just
remember
shutting
where
it
my
down.
quarters are.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
God damn.
I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your
Okay,
duties.
let's go check this one.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
So it's not one of these. It's not one of these either, right? No, because those don't look familiar at all. So they have to be in the next tunnel, maybe?
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
These aren't the ones. No. No. That's the meeting room. Maybe the quarters are right underneath the meeting room? No, that's Sean's. And these are not mine. Correct? Yeah, no, this is where I meet Sean initially. Okay. So... Above robotics, maybe?
Have you seen J522 around? He didn't show up for duty today, and I can't seem to find him.
Did you check robotics? He was probably scheduled for routine maintenance.
He wasn't in the log, and everyone I've asked hasn't seen him. He's never just missed his shift like that. Huh?
What are you saying?
I'm worried
Okay.
something might have happened to him.
Not here. This one, maybe? It says what? Secord? What does it say in the... Secord. Thompson. Okay. What does this door say? Oh, I think it's over here. Now it rings a bell. Yeah, these are my quarters, I think. Watson. So basically it's in front of Watson's quarters, I think. Yeah, because there's no name on these. So these are my quarters. Yes. Indeed they are. Okay, so let's sleep for 7 hours. We'll go attend that meeting. Help defend the slug, yeah, no. Nope. Alright, let's go back up. Attend this meeting with the Directorate, I think it's called. Yeah. So the Institute's Directorate is meeting and Sean has asked me that I be there. I wonder why.
Report, sir.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ao has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Excuse me, but, sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be discussing that? Considering, given all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
What's Phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
In this world, I'm sure compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long, we've been dependent on others. On our surroundings. That time is over. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ao. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yet, well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
No! You can't
Please,
be serious!
Everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
You're dying?
I'm afraid so. A very aggressive form of cancer. Believe me when I say we've done everything we can. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
I'm glad you could be here to share this with me.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I don't know if I'm right for this.
Well, I clearly have faith in you. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Okay. X6-88 is available as a companion. And there he is, I think.
Unit
No.
X6-88 speaks
Where is he,
highly of
though?
your combat skills.
Probably at the SRB. Let's go get him.
Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
In case anyone didn't mention it, quiet time runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Scanning unknown identity.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
I'm looking
Hey.
forward to the next mission.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Hey there.
Ready for the next mission, sir?
Dude. Yes.
Let's move out.
Right behind you, sir.
All right.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a
So,
handful.
I believe that there's a quest. Let me just pull up the wiki here. There's a few side quests that become available. I'm not going to be doing mass fusion for now. Most likely I'm going to go do blind betrayal. But let me just go and pick up these side missions with X6-88. So we're going to just go scroll down to the Institute section here. And so I have one called A House Divided. Actually, let's do the first one. So it's Building a Better Crop. So I need to talk to Isaac Carlin, who's in bioscience. Let's go talk to him first.
Greetings, sir.
This is robotics. I think the blue one is bioscience, I think.
All systems.
Green
nominal.
is bioscience. Makes sense. So Isaac Carlin.
It's
Are you?
great to
No.
have you here.
Nope. Institute scientists.
Liam's been trying to teach me robotics. It's more complicated than I thought.
Please resist any urge you might feel to eat the specimens in the hydroponic garden.
Doc.
Yes, I'm sure that whatever you have to say is very interesting, but now simply isn't a good time.
Working on something important?
All of my work is important. Now, if you're quite finished, I'd very much like to get back to these mental equations. They're difficult enough without the distractions.
Equations for what?
Honestly, you wouldn't understand them. Now, I'm afraid I must end this little chat, although it's been so very diverting.
Isaac.
I'm sorry, but I'm too preoccupied for chit-chat.
How come you won't give me the quest? Oh, I need to speak to Holdren. Okay. What the hell?
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace.
Where's Holdren?
Planet's back where it belongs.
This is Carlin.
I have every confidence you'll make a fine director.
Clayton.
I'm glad you're here. I'd like to conduct an experiment, but I need some assistance with it. I believe we can improve the growth rates of our crops by using mutated cells, such as those found in supermutants. To test this theory, I'll need a tissue sample from a particularly strong supermutant. I expect I'll eventually need several such samples, but let's just start with one.
You need a tissue sample from a strong supermutant. Got it.
That's right. Now remember, only a particularly hardy supermutant will fit the bill for this experiment. I don't need it right away, but if you do come across such a specimen, I'd be grateful if you could bring back a sample.
That's not the quest I was looking for.
Dr.
actually.
Holdren.
Good to see you again. Did you need something?
Is there anything I can do to help out?
There might be. Tell you what, you get settled in and check back with me later. I'll see what I can find out.
Clayton.
Anything I can help you with?
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to pick up that quest. Seems like it's bugged out. That's a shame. I'm just going to go talk to
So take whatever precautions you need.
Carlin just one more time. Something weird happened with Warwick Homestead and
Dr. Watson doesn't think I'm Institute material. I'm gonna prove him
wrong.
Where is this guy? He's the bald one. Not you.
Director Holdren seems very taken with you.
Dr. Carlin.
I hope that when the time comes, you'll take your responsibilities as
Okay, so I guess I can't do that mission for some reason. Great. So let's try and go and pick up the second one then, which is called Plugging a Leak. That's just an IO at SRB. We do have that one, but that's just a yeah. That's just a random one. I think it's a Radiant one, but it's not really considered a side quest. How do I exit from here? Not through here. I think it's this way. Yeah. And the other one that I can pick up is a House Divided. That's from Newton Oberly. He's at where is he? It doesn't even say where he is. Oh yeah, the bioscience one. Okay. So let's go to which one is it?
So your father's father, but he's older than
No, I was just in bioscience, and there's no. Yeah. Let's just go to the SRB. Maybe go and pick up that quest from AO.
Scanning. Subject.
If I can. Where is he? Back here?
I can't imagine living on
No,
the
that's
surface.
you're not AO.
It sounds like a nightmare.
You're AO.
Pardon me, sir.
X6-88 sounded very impressed with your work at Libertalia. He doesn't give praise lightly. Well done.
Justin.
If you're going to be in Diamond City anytime soon, I have a favor to ask of you. You might not be aware of it, but the city's mayor is a synth, an Institute plant. He monitors developments in the Commonwealth and compiles reports on matters of possible interest to us. Since you visit the surface more than anyone else down here, I figured you could pick up the latest report.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Good. The mayor will be waiting in his office. He'll give you the report, and then you'll bring it back to me. Remember, discretion is vital to our operations in Diamond City, so try to keep a low profile.
That's not even the one that I wanted.
Dr. AO.
What do you want? And please, make it quick.
You mentioned that coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Okay, but...
Justin.
Yes, what is it?
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration.
In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Okay, so I just read up on that quest, and it seems like if you complete tradecraft for the railroad, this quest does not become available. So, yeah, I guess fairly limited on the amounts of quests I can do. Is she back at the... No. So it seems like Scribe What's-Her-Face, Halen, is still at the Pridwin. So anyways, we're going to go to Listening Post Bravo and try and find Paladin Danse.
To report, sir.
So let's me just teleport out to the CIT ruins. So Listening Post Bravo is a place that we've found before. It's in between Greentop Nursery and the Slog. Ironically, the Slog is under attack, so maybe I can go and help them out. Although I think that X6-88 is not really going to like that, to be honest, but especially since it's a settlement run almost entirely by ghouls. So yeah, I don't think he's going to like that very much, but yeah, I'm still the general of the Minutemen after all, so let's go and help them out. Damned you, Weathersby Savings and Loan. He's crippled, I think. Yeah, his right leg is pretty busted up. Now it's no longer there. Must have been crippled by the explosion of this.
Good thinking.
Once we got carnage. Alright. Let's not waste too much time and go help this dog out. I'm gonna sprint.
What the?
Just a random group of disciples out here.
I think we're doing. Oh.
Have a level up, so let's go and put another point in Fortune Finder. How many bottle caps have I gained? About 2,000 or so since I invested in that. I don't think I actually spent any bottle caps either, so that's pretty neat. What? What is that noise? I don't know why, but I have like a noise. Sounds like a super sledge or something. Legendary radio. Someone has a missile launcher. Ah, they're gonna destroy all my crops again. Where?
That's what you want.
Where are they? These dicks are dangerous compared to my bed.
Just run.
I didn't see the notification that X6-88 disliked that, so at least there's that. Let's try and pick up any modded pieces of armor to get some components out of it. None there. Oh, I do have a hazmat suit here. See, I told you. I just didn't remember that I had one.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, no worries.
Thanks for your help, pal.
I was glad to help out.
I can't argue with your timing. Who knows what would have happened to us if you hadn't been here? Anyway, we appreciate the help.
Nope. Doesn't look like he hates that or dislikes it, so that's good. Let me go search some of the corpses here. Exterminator's shish kebab. Okay. What else did they have? A lot of them were killed back here in the fields. Stunning super sledge. Maybe that's what I was hearing. This one had a twin pack, muffled. Serrated switchblade. Alright. Good enough. Let's break down these things. Oh, this one. Alright, and then we can store a whole bunch of things in here. T60 medic pump. Well, we have a lot of modular meat. Oh yeah, that shish kebab needs to go. Alright, let's go cook some meat. Alright, so I'll go sleep here, and then we'll head to listening post Bravo. Sleep on this bloody bed. Very nice. We have a bunch of human chunks on it. It's pretty good. I did not mean to sleep for so long. I'll try and wake up at about 6:46.
These raider attacks.
Search all these guys. Oh.
Use every resource you can. That's how you survive up here.
Oh, he's the one that had the missile launcher. He also had a leaded piece of armor. Sharp operator's left leg. Is that what I was looking for? No, I think I already have that. I have the fortifying one. That would be a sharp one, yeah. That sucks. I was looking maybe for a...
I think we're really making a difference.
For the armor, I think the arm that I need, it's combat armor. I'd like to get a full set of operator's armor. But, yeah. That's fine, that can go in there. Alright, so we're going to go to Paladin Danse, or Listening Post Bravo. Just a short distance from here. And I mean very short distance. I think the turrets that are at the listening post will be hostile towards me. I'll have to check that out. Be careful, basically. Yep, there's one there. And the other one is right there. Go with the 85, the barrel, and we'll do it. There we go.
Looks solid.
Got it.
Hey, purified water. Okay, let's, I'm pretty sure I'm going to use the terminal to turn on the elevator. And I'm pretty sure that if you come here before this quest is active, you won't be able to turn on the elevator. Hey, are you coming? Come on. Get in.
Hey.
Yeah?
Over here.
You got it, sir.
Going down.
Let me just pull up this quest here real quick. I have the choices that I have to make for the dialogue to have X6-88 like me.
Intruder, identify yourself.
Check your...
Anyways, I can search this stuff later.
Hey.
I'm not surprised Maxson sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
I wish you would have told me the truth, Danse.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxson even want me alive?
No. But I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that we're good friends, and this must be very difficult for you. I wish Maxson had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxson, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I've made my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxson's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
No. I won't do it, Danse.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
I've already lost my family. I don't want to lose my friend.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I should consider how my death might affect the people that care about me. People like you and Halen. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
Whatever you decide to do, I've got your back.
Thank you, my friend. But I have my own path to follow. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success, or Maxson will just send someone else to hunt me down. Now, come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
Good. So, everybody here is loving this. Excellent.
Going up. Ground floor.
I hear a vertibird in the distance. I wonder why. Oh, wait.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's still alive. Because you're wrong about him.
Him! Danse isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about me?
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Danse. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
Danse wants to save mankind, not destroy it.
You're as delusional as you are insubordinate. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory. And some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide. Know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Danse, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
After all the sacrifices I've made, and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
Whether he's human or not, Danse saved the lives of countless Brotherhood soldiers. Now it's time you saved his.
You're a stubborn man. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Danse to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Danse, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Prydwen, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of him. I'm returning to the Prydwen, Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
Says he right next to X6-88.
Good defenses. A successful mission on all counts, sir.
Yes.
Ahem. It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxson like that.
At least we know he isn't chasing you anymore. If you stay here, you should be safe.
That's an excellent suggestion. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post, but it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone. Now, you better get back to the Prydwen. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker more livable. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
What about Halen?
I don't think Maxson knew she was involved, so she'll be safe. I'll contact her and let her know what happened here. It's the least I could do.
Sounds good. I'll see you later, Danse.
Goodbye, Danse.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
Alright, so that's a pretty good outcome for this quest. Yeah, there's no way I would have been able to execute Danse like that. So I will end the stream here. What I'm going to do off stream is just go and save a game at the closest settlement, like probably Greentop Nursery or something like that. And yeah, next time I guess I'm looking at the quest log here, and it's asking me to go back to speak to Elder Maxson, so I will go do that. I'm kind of wondering if X6-88 is going to be hostile towards the Brotherhood when we get there. But yeah, there's also this one that I need to do, and this one, so we have a bunch of stuff to do. Kill the super mutants in Coast Guard Pier, that's for Somerville Place. Has Scribe Halen returned? No, Scribe Halen is still showing as being back at the Prydwen. So anyways, we'll find that out, and yeah, I'll check next time. So anyways, see you at the next stream. Bye.